We all know about the cult of the super agent in modern football. We really should know these people's names, but we do, such as their infamy. Jorge Mendes is one of those in particular, with a list of top class clients the length of his arm. What would a starting 11 of his clients look like? Ederson. Yeah, I'll bet a lot of you were probably having a great laugh when Man City paid £35 million for Ederson last summer. It's not like they've been having great luck with goalkeepers lately, but the former Benfica man has been a presence between the sticks, top class with the ball at his feet, and has already saved more penalties at the Emirates than Peter Cech has during his entire Arsenal career. Nelson Semedo. Don't worry, this is Nelson Semedo, not the bad one who is surrounded in a wave of unpleasantness right now. The Portuguese fullback swapped Benfica for Barcelona last summer and is very much impressed. But again, this is the good one. NICOLAS OTAMENDI. I think it just goes to show how much Pep Guardiola has raised everyone's game that even NICOLAS OTAMENDI is a contender to be in the team of the season. Under Manuel Pellegrini, the Argentine defender looked like the second coming of Martin de Michelis, which is worrying considering he's about 10 years younger than that old man. He's been an ever-present this campaign though, no longer regarded as a flop. He's also chipped in with 5 crucial goals, including a winner at Old Trafford, the club who spent the summer of 2015 trying so hard to force to remove from him. EZEQUIEL GARAY. Speaking of another Argentine centre-half from Valencia who Manchester United were desperate to sign, it's hard to believe that EZEQUIEL GARAY is a man in his 30s now. I guess I always just thought of him as an up-and-coming centre-half prospect at Real Madrid before Rafael Varane emerged and turned him into last night's fish and chip paper. Fabinho. Fabinho, one of the only players not to have deserted Monaco last summer. Although judging by their disaster Champions League exploits this time out, I'm pretty sure he's wishing he had. Linked with a move to Man City, the Brazilian right back slash defensive midfielder could be set for a big money transfer this summer. GOMES. There are quite a few players on this list who have both Benfica and Valencia on their resume. Jorge Mendes must set up base in the attic at both those clubs, but GOMES is another former alumni. The 24-year-old starred for Portugal at Euro 2016, allowing his agent to waive his client to host of Europe's elite like the prize pig of the fair. Barcelona would probably accept a receipt for the £35 million they spent on him, I would imagine. Renato Sanches. Another Euro 2016 winner with Portugal. Renato Sanches also has his agent to thank for securing him a big money move away from Benfica, and no, I'm not talking about South Wales. Jetting off to Bayern Munich, the then teenager and Golden Boy winner was supposed to be the next big thing. He was practically used as a kid to put out training cones in Bavaria, had his confidence crushed, and is now trying to frantically repair a crumbling career at Swansea City on loan. Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who has made sure Jorge Mendes' grandchildren will never have to work a day in their lives. I mean, I assume. Mendes was the man who oversaw Ronaldo's transfer from Sporting Lisbon to Manchester United in 2003. Securing the kid's services at such a young age, it was like winning the lottery. Didn't quite work out so well for some other clients on the list, like Carlos Vela and Bebe though. James Rodriguez. Having ripped it up at Porto, James Rodriguez was never going to escape the clutches of Jorge Mendes now, was he? Jeez, I'll make it sound like he's the child snatcher or something. The former Monaco prospect and World Cup hotshot secured himself a blockbuster move to Real Madrid 4 years ago, but considering he turns 27 this year, he needs to stop messing about with loan moves and ask his agent to secure him a permanent deal to a top club so he can think about putting down some sort of legacy. Angel Di Maria. Manchester United owe Jorge Mendes a wealth of gratitude for a number of terrific world-class signings and nanny, but Angel Di Maria is not one of them. Yes, the man is a world-class player, but he was a dreadful acquisition for Manchester United back in 2014. Since signing for PSG, he's torn it up in France, although you can't help but feel he deserves better than playing second fiddle to the 3 boys up front. Diego Costa. I'm not even joking, I could have included Andre Gray on this list. Yes, Andre Gray, Mr. 4 goals of Watford, has the same agent as Cristiano Ronaldo. I wonder if the Ballon d'Or winner has a clue who he is whenever they get together for cocktail parties with Mendes. Diego Costa goes into this list, a man who probably whitens Mendes' hair with each passing day. Imagine trying to be that man's agent. I say not even his mother can successfully keep a leash on his antics. Back at Atletico Madrid, he seems fairly happy for now, but give it time, just give it time.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.